Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. You're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, pick your game up. 56 to Mike. Oh, 56 to Mike. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Anyway, check. Check.
Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. To try again after the sack. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
57. Mike, 57. You go right now. Shit. Check.
play action. It's Jackson. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let it go. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Yeah.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Check it.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go. 56. Not a good. 56. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
From the 35 on second down. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Green 18. You ain't doing nothing, Dad. You ain't doing nothing.
They run with the former Pitt Panther, Quadriolison. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Geno Atkins, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. On third and long, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Showing it. Shit.
To throw on second and 6, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Let's go, baby. At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Geno Atkins, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
On play action, Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's get moving. Convert. Switch. Check 52. Hey, check 26.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. After one, it's 9-0. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 56.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, Jackson. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be fourth down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. On the return is Pettis. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Ed Oliver racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Jackson to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money. Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Olsen. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Double time! 3 down.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach. Jonathan Coachman standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down.
Jump out! 50 wants the money. 50 wants the money. Watch the slant. Shot. Watch the shot. Big ass.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 53's the mic.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Let's go. Get set. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
To throw again is Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They go play action with Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's 4th down.
Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. We are going. Jim. SOS.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, Bishop. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Set, ready, 70 ending, 56. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On second down, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Right. 51. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Deuce.
Now Jackson on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Seahawks. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 60 out low. Check 56. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, Jackson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Dante Pettis with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 32-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. the throw there going to be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. This is caught by Jackson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Go, go. Joker. Alert 3. Watch the shit.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Hey, you block over here. It's our time. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Switch up. Mike, 53.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sullivan.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And
now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A heck of a way to start the 4th quarter, just south of 40 yards on the pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
The 26-yard line.
Jackson. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On third down, it's Bishop, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Rodgers. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Jets.
26.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike, 53.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Complete. Smith has it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here we go, D.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
After the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Johnson. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch
61, matchbox lights.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go, D.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Geno Atkins, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Rodgers going to throw. Being chased out left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold.